Like TeddyGrey on stuff, whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
So guys, collision. For some reason, I feel like this is going to be a sad record. I have no idea why. Probably because we haven't had one yet. So, plus collision, like you just imagine tragedy. I don't know, head-on collision. It's just always a bloodbath, isn't it? So, with great doubt, it gives me the pleasure. Collision. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go. Maybe not. This sounds like Matinee on Top sped up.
내가 그렇게 미워져 네 손앞편보다 가깝게 있던 언제 어디 I cannot find you now 두서 없는 말로 널 잡기는 힘들 것 같아 구긴 표정 풀어 내가 더 잘
Don't say another word, because Changbin better stop it. You know when I said it sounded like Matinee on Top sped up, I was genuinely thinking, if IN starts this song, I'm going to go mental. And then Han did. And the lyrics weren't as upbeat as the beat might suggest, which makes me think that Han's written this. Because he started it off, it's a little bit melancholy in the lyrics, but the beat's up there. Oh, God.
내가 그렇게 미워져 네 손앞편보다 가깝게 있던 언제 어디 I cannot find you now 두서 없는 말로 널 잡기는 힘들 것 같아 구긴 표정 풀어 내가 더 잘할게 울지마 내 품 속에 넌 때쯤 내게 넌 Baby where you from I say maybe not romantic 했던
The flows already, the flow that Han's been on, then Changbin, and Changbin brought like a staccato energy to his singing, which I've not heard before because Changbin can carry a note. If there's one thing we learned from the Masked Singer, available on Patreon, on that, he can definitely carry a note. But he brought that choppy energy, he brought that into his singing. Fire. I'm going all the way back. That flow from Hyunjin, elite breath. Breath count was on 1. Elite breath.
내가 그렇게 미워져 네 손앞편보다 가깝게 있던 언제 어디 I cannot find you now 두서 없는 말로 널 잡기는 힘들 것 같아 구긴 표정 풀어 내가 더 잘할게 울지마 내 품 속에 넌 때쯤 내게 넌 Baby where you from I say maybe not romantic 했던 추억의 상소각 Hello 터져 버리면 영 같아
Who was that ad-lib? Who was that ad-lib? Who was that ad-lib? Who was that ad-lib? Because the thing's on Lee Note right now, right? I cannot see. Yeah, it's on Lee Note, so maybe... Or was it Bang Chan's ad-lib? I don't care. I don't know. I don't care. I don't... I need to be a lot more aware of my surroundings, and I need to have something on standby so that I can throw, kick, or punch. Very angry. Every single flow, every single voice patterned off this track from the beginning. We're about 20 seconds in. Both Hyunjin and Bang Chan on that same flow, but Bang Chan's voice in this, in the rest of the track, it's been his natural voice. Wonderful. In this track, he's putting on that soft it's coming out with more breath. Oh, I'm about to have a heart attack, so anybody with a Chan bias, you're on the floor in a puddle right now, surely. Raja, I see you. That puddle on the floor, is that you? And these trumpets have been all throughout the album.
잡기는 힘들 것 같아 구긴 표정 풀어 내가 더 잘할게 울지마 내 품 속에 넌 때쯤 내게 넌 Baby where you from I say maybe not Romantic 했던 추억의 상소각 Hello 터져 버리면 영 같아 미안해 그냥 내 잘못했어 변명할 생각 없어 다시 한번 그때로 돌아가 널 사랑한단 말해줘 Baby begging let's go back to the day we love 내가 그렇게 미웠었니 우린 운명이라 말했었던 우린 다 저 하늘의 별 같아 시간이 지나 우리 만나서 부서지더라 그 흔적이 온 우주 전체를 맴도르니 봐 Yeah 중독 Yeah Yeah request 발표는 어디 Yeah 중독 우린 벌써 저기 멀리 Why you acting like a fool
Because you just sung like that, you imbecile. All the way back. Do you know why we're going all the way back? I'm not even telling you why. Oh my god. This is just for the premiere chat. Alright, I'll give you 10 seconds while I go and get a drink. 10 seconds as to why I just paused it and went all the way back. Go. It's because the trumpets came back. Those trumpets were there present in that bridge leading up to the chorus, with the crescendo ending in that chorus start, the beat coming all the way back, but those trumpets coming back with it. Every single member on a completely different flow within the same chorus that didn't change. And then it did, and then Hyunjin just carrying that vocal across. And the fact that it was in one like dulcet tone. Oh. At this point, if production masters, we already know that, but they've already had the production. They've always had that. They've always had difficulty in delegating certain things to people, and whether. And Chan's even said this on V Lives, like having second thoughts about where he's placed certain artists. Like even in the after, like once the song's already out, and he's still thinking, oh, maybe they would have sounded better there. With this particular album, I don't think any single member of Stray Kids can say that they put a foot wrong in any of this. It's so perfect. This from the top. That's all I can do as a lover of music.
내가 그렇게 미워져 네 손앞변보다 가깝게 있던 언제 어디 I cannot find you now 두서 없는 말로 널 잡기는 힘들 것 같아 구긴 표정 풀어 내가 더 잘할게 울지마 내 품 속에 넌 때쯤 내게 넌 Baby where you from I say maybe not Romantic 했던 추억의 상소각 Hello 터져 버리면 영 같아 미안해 그냥 내 잘못했어 변명할 생각 없어 다시 한번 그때로 돌아가 널 사랑한단 말해줘 Baby begging let's go back to the day we love 내가 그렇게 미웠었니 우린 운명이라 말했었던 우린 다 저 하늘의 별 같아 시간이 지나 우린 만나서 부서지더라 그 흔적이 온 우주 전체를 맴도르니 봐 Yeah 중독 Yeah Yeah request 발표는 어디 Yeah 중독 Yeah 우린 벌써 저기 멀리 Why you acting like a fool I not to be so rude Call me baby like you used to 원래 그랬던 것처럼 이서 불러도 자꾸 lovely의 친구로 작아 이제와 이러만 하기 쉽지 않아 알잖아 너가 바로 내 자체 삶이야 밤이고 아침 그리고 끝마침 네가 시작이고 끝이야 부서진다면 난 마치 우주에 날리는 먼지 마냥 휘날리다 사라져건 너도 잘 알지 함성에 부딪혀내는 폭발의 경음보다 크게 난 어떤 감정이 하루아침에 반쪽보다 못하는 사회로 나만 떠난다는 맘이 난 싫지
Oh my god. Oh. One person wrote that whole verse. I know there were 4 members, 3 members on it, but one person wrote that verse. It's the same flow all throughout. And something tells me that it might have been Hyunjin that wrote that, weirdly. Or he might have had a hand in writing it. Although I don't know. Who usually talks about planets and shit? It's usually Hyunjin in songs, right? Right? They were all on that same flow. Fire.
좋아하자 나도 be so rude Call me baby like you used to 원래 그랬던 것처럼 do 이서 불러보자 그 러블리의 친구로 작아 이제와 이런만 하기 쉽지 않아 알잖아 너가 바로 내 자체 삶이야 밤이고 아침 그리고 끝마침 내가 시작이고 끝이야 부서진다면 난 마치 우주에 날리는 먼지 마냥 휘날리다 사라져고 너도 잘 알지 항성에 부딪혀내는 폭발의 그 눈보다 크게 난 어떤 감정이 하루아침에 반쪽보다 못하는 사이로 나만 떠난다는 맘이 난 싫지 미안해 그냥 내 잘못했어 변명할 생각 없어 다시 한번 그대로 돌아가 날 사랑한단 말해줘 Baby begin let's go back to the day we love 내가 그렇게 미웠더니 우리 운명이란 말했었던 우린 다 저 하늘의 별 같아 시간이 지나 우린 만나서 부서지더라 그 흔적이 온 우주 전체를 맴도는 이 밤 baby yeah 중독 yeah yeah request 답변은 어디 yeah 중독 yeah 우린 벌써 저기 멀리
That's not the end. The music's getting quieter. Well, okay, well, I mean, it's technically that's a good thing, that the only disappointing thing about this song was that it wasn't longer. I just did a little snort. Well, that happened. I feel like I just had a collision. Maybe that's the point, I don't know. But I'm sure they were talking about when stars collide. So talking about the different meanings of stars. I'm talking now about the whole song, I'm not just talking about that. But then what would Hall of Fame, you only get there if you're a star. S-Class, they only really reserve that for the stars. Item, you can't buy a star. So what would that mean? Item. Oh, if an item has 5 stars, then it's the best item. Oh my god. This album's got layers, Brev. This is the onion of albums. What about Parfait? Parfait has layers. No, life is like an onion. What am I doing? What is going on? No. SKs have done something to me. I don't know what. Like I say, I just feel like I've had a collision, so that might account for the obvious brain hemorrhage that I'm going through right now. I don't know. This track was a banger though, and it was more of an R&B / hip hop, as opposed to just being hip hop rap. This was R&B too. Those trumpets, perfect. And they've been a constant throughout this album. Trumpets for me are very ceremonious. It's very like I've got a point to prove, you know? Whenever I've heard trumpets in a track, especially when it's been like hip hop, popular music, I've got a point to prove. For the most part. I'm not saying all the time, but for the most part, enough for me to associate it with that kind of motivation, you know? I don't really have anything else to say about this track. Not right now. I want to listen to it again. And I can't listen to any of these again until I've completed the album. But there's... I just want to listen to them again. I've not even finished with the album yet, and there's already songs that I want to listen to before I get to the end of the album. This is ridiculous. You know, I've only ever had this feeling with with one artist. Oh, I mean, technically two. Okay, one before the reactions. This happens with Van Dar tracks. Like when he brings a new album out, I'm there, and I'm so impatient for Van Dar. He's so sick. And then before the reactions, it happened always with Potter Paper. With Potter Paper, but I couldn't wait to get into the end track. I'd have to play another song again that I'd already listened to, and then I don't know. It's never happened before, and I never would have thought that it would ever happen to me when it comes to K-pop. Korean music in general, but I definitely didn't think that K-pop would get me like this. But then I am reminded that this isn't K-pop, this is Stray Kids. So, it's not the same category. It's been your boy TeddyGrey and stuff. I'll be back with FNF.